What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And today the playoffs continue. The Blazers took game number 1 here in Denver. Can we stick around and take game number 2, or will it be 1-1 headed back to Portland? Hopefully we can get that job done. It's going to be Blake, Roy, Oden, Batum, and Aldridge taking on Billups, Nate, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, and Martin. Those are your starting 5 for both squads. We are looking for the upset, not only for this game, but for the whole series. We are the 8th seed. They are the number 1 seed. Aldridge does not care about seeding, obviously. Takes it in strong with the right hand. Then they get the ball inside to Martin. He's going to lay that thing up and in. So both teams came ready to play. Billups was at the rim, decides to kick it out. Melo from inside the three-point line. He's going to get that thing to go. And then Batum. Doing Batum-type things. Right over your forehead, Nene. And now it's 5-4. Roy gets outside to Blake. Mid-range jumper is going to fall. You can't leave that man open. He has a silky smooth jumper. Then nice pass inside to Aldridge. Going to go with the reverse jam. 9-4 is the score. Roy from downtown knocks home the triple. We need some more of that. We do not need more of this. That's a turnover. Smith has it in transition, and the lead is cut down to 6. We get the ball to Batum. He gets his cookies taken. That's the 3rd turnover for the Blazers, and an easy slam at the other end for Carmelo. We do not want to get that man hot with easy looks at the baskets or fast breaks opportunities. They don't get this one inside to Chauncey. I believe he lost the handle on that one. The ball finds its way to Carmelo, and Melo's going to knock that thing down. So we are now up by 5, but here comes J.R. Smith. Can he find it? Again, the ball just continues to find number 15. That's a problem. Roy trying to get loose. Roy will get loose and knocks home that jumper. So it's 20-17. We're up by 3. A follow, he has it. And a follow gets the ball inside. I don't know how that shot wasn't blocked, but Melo is gifted around the rim, obviously. Roy gets it to Aldridge. Aldridge gets the ball inside, and he's too much of a man to contend with down there. Billups has it. Gonna toss it inside, and the nay. That's too easy. And that's going to do it for the first quarter play. We are down by 23-22 is the score. Outlaw, he has it. He's going to find Aldridge cutting to the rim. And when number 12 is cutting to the rim, you feed him, Seymour. So we're down by 1, and the Nay gets fouled by Matt Bonner. And he's able to flush that thing home. So now we're down 38-33. But Rudy Fernandez, watch out below. Slamming that thing down over 3 Denver Nugget defenders. And now we're just down by 3. And then Melo's like, no, you're down more. No, we're not. He misses the layup. And we have it in transition. Fernandez over to Mike Miller from downtown. And it's going to fall. And we have tied this thing up at 38 all. And now Batum. He's going to use his quick hands to steal that pass. Then Fernandez at the other end. And now this ball game is all tied up at 40 all. So Fernandez, I appreciate you. Miller from just inside the three-point line. No. Outlaw puts it back up and puts it back in. And then the turnovers continue to pile up. Lawson in transition. He's going to lay that thing up and in. And it's 42-42. Lawson has the top of the key. Going to let the 3 fly. And it's going to roll around and roll on in. Now Smith has it. Going to find Carmelo. It should never be in the defensive plan to leave him open, but luckily he misses. Now Blake has it. Going to find Roy. Roy from the corner knocks down the triple, and again we tie this thing up. And now we're down by 5. Got to work this thing inside to Aldridge. He's going to try to bring us back. We cut the lead down to 3. Lawson, no. But Balkman, yes, with the hard finish. We're down by 5 again. Aldridge gets it to Miller. Miller trying to get around Carmelo. Instead, he's going to pass it to Greg Oden when the big fella's inside the key. Give it to him. They're going to find Allen, and he's going to lay it up in it. Who is Allen? We're down by 5 yet again. Aldridge has it. Out to Mike Miller. He's going to line up a 3, and he's going to knock that thing down. 56-54 is now the score. Lawson, get that shot out of here. And we have this thing going back the other way. Miller going to pull into a 3 and knock it down at the buzzer. And we are going to take the lead at the half. 57-56 is the score. Can we go up 2-0 over the number 1 seeded Carmelo Anthony led Denver Nuggets? 5 steals, 16 points plus an assist for Carmelo Anthony. So the second half is going to start shortly, and hopefully it's more the same for us. We have the lead, and if you have the lead at the end of the game, that means you won, and that's what we're trying to do. So Blake, he has in transition, going to pull into a three himself, and the way we end the first half is the way we start the second half, lining up and knocking down the three. Then Billups. Look at the ankle-breaking moves he has, and he's finding Carmelo. That's easy money. Carmelo and the Nuggets are up by 4 until Greg Oden, doing Greg Oden-type things. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to be A-OK. That shot off of the mark, and now in transition, J.R. Smith up to Melo. Melo going to find Chauncey Billups, and Billups going to find a lane to work with inside the paint. And now they're up by 4 again. So 66-62. Melo inside. Got to double team him, obviously. But then that leaves J.R. Smith wide open. And he's going to lay it up and in easily. We get it back to Aldridge. That's what we got to do. Just try to stay alive at this moment in time. Steve Blake just inside the three-point line. That is going to fall. And we're down by 5. Billups has it. He's going to find Anthony. Batum went for the steal. He couldn't get it. And Melo lays it up and lays it in. So Roy finds a lane to the rack, and he's going to finish that thing with the tomahawk hammer. 75-70. Melo from the, just pretty. His mid-range jumper is killer in this game. He's a killer in this game. Aldridge off of the miss by Roy, able to get that one back up and in. Then the Nene is like, Odin, you can't stick with me. He lays that one up and in, and the Nuggets find themselves up by 7. They find Chauncey Billups. We try to double, but you can't leave a guy like Chauncey open. So Fernandez has it. And Rudy's going to find Matt Bonner at the rack. What are you doing inside the paint? He's like, I'm finishing strong, baby. I'm finishing strong. But the Blazers need to finish strong as we are down by 10. 86-76. Lawson, he pulls into a jumper at the foul line, and that's going to result in a 2. Now we're going to go to the rack hard with Aldridge. He's going to knock that one down. Miller from deep, he knocks that one down. We cut the lead down to 7. Then Melo in traffic, it does not matter, lays it up and lays it in. Then a great pass by Rudy. Fernandez going to find Aldridge. Two-hand slammer jammer. Aldridge this time with the right-hand hammer. And we're down by 7 again. Then Fernandez taking it strong to the rack. They are just parting the Red Sea for us. It is nothing but an open lane to get to that blue paint. We're going to go with a deep shot by Roy. He's going to knock that one down, 92-90. Then Balkman in transition. He's going to pull it back out. And that pass going to be stolen by Roy. Roy with those sticky fingers, and this ball game is all tied up at 92. Balkman, he has it. That shot off of the rim. Nene, he gets it to go, plus the foul. They're up by 2. Then JR from deep knocks that thing down. They're up by 5. Miller, he's going to drive, and he's going to lay it up amongst the trees. So we're down by 3. We're going to get it to Miller from 3. And this ball game is all tied up at 97 all. Blake has it. He's going to find Batum. Nice little behind the back move. Pair it with the hammer. And that's exactly what we needed. We're up by 2, but then we turn the ball over. It was a mistake by us having the ball in Greg Oden's hands in the corner. It should not be that way. Aldridge trying to get the ball in. Difficult shot, but it will fall. So 101-100. Roy around Billups and finishes hard at the rack. So we're up by 3. Minute 30 to go here in game number 2. They're going to find Anthony. Anthony from the mid-range. He's going to knock that thing down. 103-102. Denver has the ball back. Anthony has it. Batum on him. We double team him. We leave Nene in the paint, and that's too easy. So we are down by 1. Miller has it. He gets around Nene, but good recovery defense by Nene. But we're going to find Aldridge, but Nene's able to bat that thing away. Melo in transition. And Melo's going to pull up and knock down the midi. And now we are down by 3. And they will walk away with a 7-point victory. Carmelo Anthony did Carmelo Anthony type things. 34 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Aldridge to finish with 28 points. Roy with 21. Miller with 19 off of the bench. J.R. Smith with 20. Then Chauncey Billups. He went 10 points, 12 assists in game number 2. Now it's time for game number 3. We are the home team. The Portland Blazer faithful. They have come out in droves. It is time to get a playoff win at home, upset the number 1 team in the Western Conference, and move on to that second round. Now, obviously, there's more than just 3 games, but you know what I'm getting at. Anyways, we're going to get this thing inside like we did the start of last game, start of this game. Aldridge, hammer time. Then Roy from downtown. We're up 5. Roy has it. Left-hand dribble turns into a spin move. He was coming across the lane and then spun on you like MJ. And I ain't talking about Jordan. So we're up by 5 now. They scored, we score. If it continues this way, we should be just fine. We just got to keep scoring. Anthony inside the lane, that's pretty. That's pretty. Is that the dream shake? Now Odin, he has it. Going to find Aldridge. The deep 2 is going to go. And we are up by 7. 11-4 is the score. Billups, he's going to pull into a jumper, and that's going to fall. And now from 3, Chance knocks it down. 11-9 is the score. Portland is on top. But hey, it's getting a little dicey out there. But then we find Aldridge. And Aldridge calms everything down. We're going to find Aldridge again. That's a tough layup, and it's not going to fall. Rebound, Denver, up to Melo. Melo gets it to Billups. Billups picked up by Blake, going to find the Ney, and the Ney is able to lay it up and in easily. Nice pump fake by Brandon Roy, who knocks down the triple, and we are up again. So we're up by 6 now. Billups pulls into another little midi, and it's going to fall. Lee's cut down to 4, but then you see him, Brandon Roy, having himself a ball game. 21-15, Portland on top. Denver has it. Why is Melo left open again? We can't communicate on defense, and that's going to be a problem moving forward if we don't get that corrected. Now Batum has it in the lane. He's going to finish over the trees. 25-18 is the score. Blake, he has it in transition. He's going to find Aldridge. Aldridge is going to find Greg Oden, and Greg Oden going to finish at the rack easy peasy. And then Melo's going to finish at the rack easy. And again, we do not want him to get easy looks. We want to make his job as hard as possible. And Roy, just inside the line, gets that one to fall. And then amongst 3 defenders, Melo finishes. See what happens when he gets hot? He really gets hot. They're going to find the Ney. That's too easy, but we're still up by 8. Make it up by 10 as the first quarter starting to come to an end. Miller, he has it. Back out to Roy. Roy going to lose the handle. Smith going to pick it up. And Smith with a ridiculous 360 double pump finish. And then that's going to fall, and now it's 34-28. 19 seconds on the clock. Fernandez into Aldridge. Aldridge to Miller. Miller going to let go of about a 12-footer, and that's going to fall. 36-28. They're going to find J.R. Smith just inside the line, and that's going to fall. Now Rudy Fernandez. 3 seconds on the clock. Lets it fly, and he's going to knock home a triple, and we are up 39-30. So after losing game 2, this is exactly where we want to be with a 9-point lead to start the second quarter. But then Lawson's able to lay it up with the foul. He misses the free throw, but Denver has it. Balkman in transition. He's going to find J.R. Smith. Good defense by Fernandez, but we mistimed the jump on the rebound. J.R. collects it and lays it back in. So now the lead is just 5. Roy has it, gets a screen by Aldridge. You can call that a screen, but he does cut to the rim. He's going to find Bonner, and Bonner's killing him inside the paint. The sniper is doing it close range. Now that pass tipped by Fernandez in the hands of Aldridge. He goes with the outlet pass to Rudy Fernandez inside the paint. He cherry picking just a little bit. Then Smith on the other end, untouched and unscathed as he goes to the rack. Now Fernandez tries to get inside. He does. He's going to find Roy, who's cutting. And how did he lay that up and in? I don't know. He must be Houdini. And then Martin from downtown. And I was like, okay, we could be in some trouble. If Martin is making that, we could be in some serious trouble. 3 hands in his face, and JR knocks it down inside the paint. Smith going to find Lawson. Lawson's deep 2 is going to fall, and the Nuggets have come back and tied it up at 45. Outlaw to Odin. Odin, he's going to slam that one down to end the 15-6 run. Anthony. That's going to fall. 47-47. What is going on in Portland? Get the ball out of Outlaw's hands. He is not a playmaker like that. And he's going to lay it up and then at the end of talking about Chauncey Billups. Now, Steve Blake. That's going to fall. We tie back up at 49. They got to call a timeout. We're down by 2. Outlaw. He has it. I guess he is a playmaker for himself. We're down by 3. We get the ball to Outlaw again. He's like, I can take over, coach. Give me more playing time. And then Rudy Fernandez, he gets ripped. And that's going to be an easy layup at the other end for Lawson. So, we're down by 5. We need to make a play. We're going to leave J.R. Smith open. Instead, he knocks it down. Now we're going to get this one inside. Odin slamming it down. Chauncey gets around Blake, and he's going to be down for a layup amongst the trees. So the lead is 63-55, and then Greg Oden's like, yo, let me eat inside too, coach. I can do my thing in the paint. And then Outlaw did not get the memo. We do not want the ball in your hands out there trying to create like that. That's not your game. Aldridge, he has it. Going to get it inside to Greg Oden, and Oden's able to finish, cuts the lead down to 10. Anthony from just inside the 3-point line in the corner, knocks that down. Roy has it, loses it, gets it back. Melo playing tight defense, but Roy gets around him and able to lay it up and in to end the first half. So the Blazers are happy about that, but mad about being down by 10 points. And Carmelo again is a story. 21 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, all in the first half of play. The Nuggets are shooting 68%. We're shooting 65%. Still a close ball game, even though we're down by 10. The difference is they're kind of hitting more threes than we are. Aldridge from just inside the line, that's going to fall again. Everything we do is kind of inside the arc, and a lot of what they can do is on the outside of the arc with J.R. Smith, Chauncey, and, of course, Carmelo knocking it down. Roy's going to take it inside, though. We got to eat how we eat, baby. We got to eat how we eat. 68-77. Chauncey, we know he can distribute. We know he can cross you up a little bit, and now he's getting the fall from mid-range with a man in his face. That's dangerous. Roy, he's dangerous as well. Then look at that pass by Bill. It's going to find the Nate. Easy layup for him. Batum gets around his defender. He lays it up and in, and the lead's back down to 9. But can we get enough stops? As of right now, no, because Carmelo's turned into Hakeem the Dream. There goes Roy. Right hand hammer. Boy, just blow by Billups and slams it down with mean intention. So we're down by 11. Got to come back. Roy from downtown. Mr. Do It All. Mr. He needs a ring. Mr. He can't be the whole squad, and he's not. There goes Odin inside, fed by Aldridge. It's working. Aldridge, he gets fed by Fernandez. It's working. We're down by 6. Can we get a stop here? Lawson gonna find Billups open, and yes, Billups hits. What else is new? Anthony in transition, and Anthony gonna take it all the way himself. He was covered by about 3 Blazers, but it does not matter. Then Roy, he's trying to take back over, lays it up and in over Nene. That's not easy to do. Then that pass tipped, and that's going to be another turnover by the Blazers as Carmelo finds himself with an easy dunk. But look at Rudy Fernandez coming right back at him into the teeth of the defense, gets around his defender. He's able to lay it up and in. 15 seconds on the clock. We get the ball inside to Aldridge and LaMarcus. Coming through with a 2-hand flush, cutting the lead down to 7. We still have a chance. So here we go. 4th quarter action now. That's going to be missed. Bonner with the rebound. Blake in transition, pulls up from deep, knocks it down. The waterways are open. There's nothing but splashing going on. There goes Aldridge inside. We're down by 4. Then we turn it over again. That's our 12th turnover. Last game we had 20 of them things, so there's 6. So it's a little bit better than last game, but it's still not good. We're going to find Miller off of the inbounds. Knocks down the deep 2. If these were 3s, man, oh man, we might be killing this team's butt. Yes, killing their butt, I said. We're down by 6, though. Anthony to Balkman. Balkman back to Anthony. Anthony going to post up, picked up by Outlaw, going to find Mr. Anderson, and Birdman knocks it down. Now we're going to lace up a 3, and it's going to fall because Roy's ridiculous. Carter has it. Crossover dribble. That pass tipped and stole by Roy. Outlet pass to Steve Blake. Going to lay that thing up and in, and we're down by just 3. We get the ball back, and then we do a stupid pass, but the ball bounces our way. We find Roy inside the line, and that's going to fall. We're down by just 1, and then Melo's like, hold on, let me take over. I got this. Just fall back. Watch me do my work. And Roy takes back over as well. Crossing up Melo and slamming over 2 defenders, 2 crispy nuggets with extra barbecue sauce. And then that 3 falls. And it's 107 to 106. Well, we are way past the 70s. 109, 106. 111 to 106. Then we get a steal right there. Get up to Steve Blake. Gonna finish in transition. Yes, he will. We're down by 3. 4:07 on the clock. Down by 5 now. We get the ball inside to Roy. Doing all that we can, but can we get stops on defense is the question. And then look at this. Double team. Doesn't matter. Chauncey's like, I got this, coach. We're down by 8. Miller from downtown. No, it's just a 2. Like I said, if these were 3s, it would be a wrap for Denver. But it's not. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Never get the job done. And then Billups crossover. Kicks it over to Smith. J.R. Smith gonna knock that thing down. It's 127 to 114. The final will be 129 to 116. Heartbreaking loss. Absolutely heartbreaking. So the player of the game is Carmelo, who had 42 points. But our man Roy had 40 points. So he tried, y'all. He was 17 of 22. And he was pretty proficient from 3. It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't. And then in game number 4, we end up taking the L as well. 116 to 111. This game I did play, but the file just it got corrupted somehow, so I do apologize. You guys aren't going to see that footage, but Kamala went for another 42 piece there. So this is game 5. I decided to simulate it. I was like, you know, if we're going to lose, let me just save some time and sim this thing. And the Nuggets would beat us, and the Nuggets would get all the way to the finals where they would lose to the Boston Celtics by getting swept. So bring out those brooms. They would lose in the finals. But that's a, you know, an accomplishment right then in itself. So Nuggets, they might be a contender for years to come. I think Melo might stick around in Denver. So you might have to trade for him or maybe sign somebody else at small forward. Because I would love to put Batum as a bench player. Him and Outlaw coming off the bench, I think that would work. One of them could, you know, back up the small forward. Another one could spell Aldridge from time to time. That's what I envision. I do think we need a starting point guard. I would love to have Steve Blake coming off the bench for us. We also got Rudy Fernandez, so we can't keep everybody, obviously. So Dunleavy, he retires. That's the only head coach that retires. Obviously, we want to bring back Greg Oden. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is because of Greg Oden. He is a defensive anchor, obviously. I think his defense can improve in this game. I don't think it's maxed out by any stretch of the imagination. Rebounding is good for him as well. So we're going to accept his player option or team option. Like, yes, we want you around. And we're going to keep Batum around. And we're going to keep Rudy Fernandez around. But Yee and Bayless, we're going to let walk in free agency. LeBron declined his option. So he is a free agent. Wade is staying in Miami. Bosh is staying in Toronto. Amari Stoudemire is now a free agent as well. Rose, he had a play option after his rookie year, so he's going to stick around. Or maybe it was a team option, probably a team option. Allen Iverson, he's going to be a free agent. He started as a free agent. He'll be back there for the next offseason. TJ Ford is very interesting because I would love to have a point guard. I'm going to see what he's really good at. He was one of my favorite players when he was coming up at Texas. Obviously, he got hurt in the league. Didn't stick around too long. But could we get LeBron James? Yeah, could we get the 6'8", 250-pound behemoth of a man? So we're going to do all of the rest of the offseason in our next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope that the rest of the day is the best of your day. Till we meet again, my friends. Peace, love. High sauce.